I'm a big enough man to admit when I was wrong. I misjudged this place by first appearances. It's time to go on an adventure. Alright guys, we've made it. So today we are actually down on Shired Island. And I've never been here before. This is a little campground area. And I've heard a lot of great things about it. And thought we might come down here and check it out. First thing we got to do is try to find somewhere to set up a camp. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping that I would be able to get down here kind of away from everybody else and set my camp up, but it's looking like I'm gonna have to be back up closer toward where everybody else is. You know, that's really not my favorite thing, but we're gonna make a trip of it anyway. It's a beautiful place down here. And I think it's gonna work. Well guys, I walked around here and I found the best site that I could find. So this place really doesn't have a lot of sort of designated primitive campsites. It's just kind of a area that you can sprawl out in. And I found an area that's about as far away from everybody as I think I'm okay to go. And so got my stuff here. I don't really have a whole bunch of stuff with me. I did bring a couple of things because I wasn't sure what all I was going to need down here. I brought the tent just in case I couldn't hammock camp, but I can tie to these trees right here and it should be fine. But in all seriousness, this is not exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting some areas that you could kind of get off the beaten path to, and not exactly what I was expecting, but we're gonna make the best of it. I'll show you around and see what we can get into. Well, on this week's trip we are breaking out an old friend, my old hammock. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Alright, well, we got our hammock and our tarp set up. I'm going to wait on putting the bug net on it just in case I may not need it. If I do need it, it's fairly simple to put it on there. It's not a big deal. Hearing a little bit of rumbling in the background, and it's got like a 50% chance of rain this afternoon, so which it's Florida summer, every day 50% chance. So, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just play it safe and go ahead and put 2 more tie outs on this thing. I got everything set up. We got a little breeze blowing through here, so it feels really good. So what I was saying earlier about the hammock. As you can see, I've got my old hammock set up here, and there's a reason for that. So if you guys remember, at the very end of my 3 Days of Solitude video, my e-trawl hammock broke. Well, I went through about a month of going back and forth with e-trawl, and I would message them, and then it would take a couple days to get a message back, and they didn't have any of the parts in stock to be able to send me replacement parts. And then they offered to send me a new hammock, and then they didn't have any of those. And it went back and forth and back and forth, and basically they told me that if I could find replacement parts for it, that they would reimburse me and I could buy those parts myself. And I did. I found a replacement set of spreader bars, and they were like $44 or something like that. And e-trawl came back and said, well, that's a little expensive, what if I give you half? And that just didn't sit well with me. And so I finally told them, just refund me for the hammock. I mean, I was getting kind of ticked off. You know, they say you got a year warranty, and they don't have any parts, they don't have any hammocks to send out, and it was just pretty frustrating. And so after I decided that I wanted just a full reimbursement for the hammock, they sent me the reimbursement for the price of the new spreader bars, which is fine. That's what I asked for originally, and I'll end up ordering a set of those, but I haven't done it yet. But it took a month and a half, I guess, to get reimbursed for that. And you know, I really, really like that hammock, but I'm going to tell you, it's now my opinion that I would not suggest buying a hammock from e-trawl. Apparently, they just are another one of those companies that buys a lot of a certain thing, and then they just have their name put on it. And so they don't have any sort of warranty parts. And like I said, at this point, I couldn't even get a replacement hammock. So kind of sucks. I do enjoy my hammock, and I am going to buy the parts to fix it, but just I wouldn't recommend buying a hammock from them now. There's a neat little park down here I want to go check out. I'm a little leery of walking away from my stuff though, because literally one of the first things that was said to me when I got here was, make sure you lock your vehicle up and keep an eye on your stuff, because there's some sticky fingers around here. That's why I just prefer to be out in the middle of nowhere, honestly. Looks like somebody's old crab pot or something washed up here. On a brighter note, it is overcast and breezy, so it feels pretty doggone good out here. It's a little bit warm, but with that breeze blowing, it's all right. So I'll just turn around to look back towards where my camp is set up, and it's back down that way. And boy, that looks like that's some rain coming through there, so I'm gonna have to head back that way pretty quick and get hunkered down, I think. You there? Where'd he go? Right over there, if you can see him. Yep, there he comes out, right there. Little blue crab. That's a pretty cool little section down here. Look at that. How crazy does that look? It's pretty awesome. Looks like a piece of art. This is a nice area down here. Wish I could come down here and camp. Look at this. Pretty cool, huh? Just a mountain of oyster shells. Well, looks like everybody's set up down here on the point fishing. Got some kids playing in the water over here. Pretty cool little area here. This is like a perfect little picture booth kind of thing here. It's kind of neat. Well, this was fun walking down here, but I think it's time to head back. Well, I definitely think we're getting back at the right time. I'm starting to hear some heavier thunder going on, and I can see those clouds are starting to roll in, so I think we better get over here and hunker down. Whew, it's hot. But it's lunchtime. See what I got for lunch. So I'm cheating this weekend. I got some spicy Thai chili, not a big deal. And I got some pork rinds, not a big deal. But, oh, I got those little mini starbursts. Those things are bomb. Love those things. No wrapper on them, nothing. Just little tablets of deliciousness. Well, the weather keeps teasing me. Every time I turn around, it looks like it's gonna rain, and then 5 minutes later, the rain looks like it's blowing around us. It's gotten breezy now, and feels really good. The temperature's dropped, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna rain or not. I'm gonna walk down this boardwalk, see what's down here. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not the cleanest place in the world. The little campsite here, it's a little bit run down, but all in all, it's not terrible. Take you over here in a minute and show you the bathrooms and all that stuff, but all in all, it's not terrible. Now, it's not the fanciest place in the world, and it could be done a little better, a little more kept up, but all in all, it's a decent little place. dolphins out there.
Hey, Dad. Check in there. Want a big one? I want to touch one of the dolphins. No. We need to hurry before the dolphins come over here. I want to catch one. Hurry! Oh, God! Whoa! Let's go pet a dolphin!
That is really neat. Well, here we go again. It looks like it's gonna storm. Whether it does or not, I don't know. But just had a pretty good time sitting up here talking to this fella and his sons up here and watching the boys fish and stuff. That's cool. Dad's doing it right. He's got these boys down here fishing and teaching them stuff. That's cool. That's been the highlight of my trip, just sitting here watching these guys fish. Well, I figured I'd take a few minutes and bring you up here and show you like the restroom areas. They do have a dump station here if you need to dump your septic on your camper. The bathrooms are pretty easy to tell which is the boys and which is the girls. Got the pink side and the blue side. And now this is a campground bathroom. So it's not going to be like the Taj Mahal or anything. It has what you need. It has toilets and a sink. It actually has a shower in here. You know, it does smell sulfury, the water, but it's just what you would expect it to be. A campground bathroom. Won't be taking you into the ladies' room. But you know, all in all, it's not terrible. It's what you would expect for just a little campground bathroom. So I know there's a lot of people who have left reviews that say it's horrible and stuff like that. It's not the best. Could be done better, but it'll get the job done. One of the nice things is it's set up with several of these pavilions like this right here. You pull up here and you can camp. It's got barbecue grills. They do have electric, so tonight I'll be camping primitive, no electric, and it's $10 a night to camp. If you use electric, it's $20 a night, I believe. And you know, that's not terrible. And apparently the guy just swings by in the morning and gets with everybody and gathers up the money for the camp from the night before. So it's actually pretty cool down here. Like I said, it's not the cleanest place in the world, but the more I kind of wander around here, the more I really am kind of liking the place. We've got a little barbecue grill here. That's pretty nice. Well, it's about time for us to get ready to make some dinner, but first, let's go flying. Now, it's time to make some dinner. I have some of these little steak riblet things, and got some seasoning we're going to put on those things. This should be good. So for the seasoning, we're going to be using this Kinder's brown sugar and wood-fired garlic. This stuff is delicious. So I actually tried this the other night at home, made some for me and Sarah, and it was delicious. We're going to season these things real good. Alright, so I got a few different things going on here. So I've got my wood broke up into some smaller pieces. I've got a little bit of fat lighter that I brought with me. The other wood that I've gathered around here might still be a little bit damp, so if I can get this good and hot, that stuff should burn no problem. And what I did was, I went around to these palms and got some of the monkey fur. So I think we're gonna take the ferro rod and light this monkey fur up and see if we can't get this fire started. Got my knife from Pine Ridge Forge and my trusty Uberleben fire steel. See if we can't get a fire going here. Had it going, put it out. Just like that. Come on. You're making me look stupid. And let this thing get going. There we go. Shoot, this little bit of wood here didn't need no help. We got a good little fire going here. Once that kind of burns down a little bit and gets some good coals in there, we're going to get these beef riblets on there, and we're going to do it a little bit different tonight. We're going to actually cook them in a pan. I brought some olive oil with me, and we're going to cook them down in the pan, so that should be pretty good. I was sitting here getting all this ready, and I watched a lady and her fiance come down here and take some engagement photos and stuff. Pretty neat. It was neat to kind of watch the process of them going down through here and finding the right poses and stuff. It was pretty cool. Well, we're about ready to get dinner cooking, so you know what time it is. Got me a little bottle of Evan Williams, my Dr. Pepper. Time to make it some mixed drink. Yeah, man. That's good. I needed that. Some olive oil. get a good amount of olive oil in here. That should work. Let's put it down. So this is the perfect time for me to show you my new toy. So I got the Victorinox Ranger, and this bad boy is sweet. Yeah, that'll work. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Earlier today, I thought this place was gonna be a bust. There was a ton of people running around here, and it seemed like it was gonna be pretty rowdy tonight. But right now, it seems like a lot of people have kind of moved on. There is some people walking up and down the beach here enjoying it, and but it seems like everybody's kind of mellowing out, and the ones that are camping are kind of settling in, and the other ones are kind of moving on for the night. So pretty happy about that. I thought it was going to be pretty rowdy, but so far it seems like it's going to be all right. So I may have judged this one a little too harshly from just first impression. Alright guys, so it's done got dark on us, but our riblets are done. I'm ready for them too. I'm hungry. Might as well use my knife while I got it, right? Man. That's very good. Those little riblets are not that expensive. They're really, really good. Finger looking good. Alright guys, I'm gonna sit here and finish up my dinner, and then I've got to get stuff ready to put my bug net up and all that stuff. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat my dinner now. I'm ready for it. Alright guys, so it seems like it's finally started to quieten down around here. Got a little bit noisy earlier, but I think things are finally starting to calm down. So I'm gonna kick back here and listen to my book a little bit, and I think I'm gonna crash out. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey, good morning guys. I actually slept really well last night. Had a breeze blowing through here. At one point it actually got a little bit chilly, and sprinkled a little bit at some point last night. I don't remember. But this old hammock it's so comfortable. I don't know. I really enjoy it. It's
kind of miss sleeping in it. But I got to bed about 10:30 or so last night, and it quieted down here. It, you know, everybody went to bed, it quieted down, so that was nice. Now I'm ready to get up and have me some coffee and some oatmeal, so kind of hate to get up though. I'm so comfortable, but I got to. Coffee. You know, I got to thinking about it. Last night it was okay that I didn't have my little sport, titanium sport, because I could just eat it like a caveman, you know, hold it with my hands and eat it. But that oatmeal is going to be a little bit more difficult this morning, so I had a couple choices. I could either make it a little bit thin and basically just drink my oatmeal, or I could figure out a way to make me a spoon or something. And I got to thinking about it. I've got my get home bag in there, and I just went through my get home bag and found my spoon out of my get home bag. And I don't know why I didn't think about that last night. I guess because I really didn't have to have it last night, but yeah, I had my spoon in my get home bag, so saved me. Well, the water's boiling. Some Cafe Bustelo. Breakfast of Champions. Get all of it. Oh yeah. Spoon. Oh yeah. I know it's hot and I just can't handle it. Gotta have it. Yeah, that's good. You can't hardly beat that. I know I say that every time, but it's because I mean it. I'm gonna let that cool down for a minute, make my oatmeal. Made my oatmeal a little thick this morning. Good though. So I just had a conversation with the guy who actually runs this place, and very, very nice guy. Older gentleman. He told me there's no checkout time, don't worry about it, just enjoy yourself. And that was pretty cool. I mean, he's a older guy, but he's just down here enjoying himself, and it's pretty cool. I could have seen my pop doing something like that when when he retired, if he had a chance. He would have enjoyed that. Porpoises are swimming back and forth out there. Well, kayaking hasn't really worked out. The tides are not cooperating with me. Yesterday, when the tides started coming back in and everything filled up, that's when the storms started rolling in, and I didn't want to get stuck out there on the water in the kayak. And then this morning, when I got up, I thought, well, if it's pretty this morning, I'll go ahead and throw the kayak in. But unfortunately, the tide is on its way back out now pretty hard. It peaked about 5:45 this morning, somewhere around there. And it's going back out. And unfortunately, when the tide goes out here, it goes out. These are flats. And man, that last night, the water was, I don't know, 150 yards out there. So I definitely don't want to drag the kayak through that muck. So, unfortunately, I don't believe we're going to get any kayaking in out here. But that's okay. I've had a great time anyway. I have to say, at first, I was a little disappointed because it was not exactly what I was expecting. But it has actually turned into a pretty relaxing trip, and I needed that. I was getting kind of stressed out. I had, I get a little stressed out when I can't make videos like I'm supposed to and things like that, and it gets a little stressful on me, and I don't really want to do that. I don't want it to be stressful. Unfortunately, it gets that way sometimes. Hey, wait a minute. There is a swing up here. What do you think? Do I dare try it? Alright, let's see. Oh yeah. That's a nice spot. It looks like most of the folks have cleared out. There's still a few at the other end that are packing up, but looks like it's clearing out. Well guys, unfortunately it is that time again. I really have had a good time out here, but it's time to pack it all up, get on out of here. Alright, so final thoughts on camping here at Shired Island. I'm a big enough man to admit when I was wrong. And I really think that I misjudged this place by first appearances. And I apologize for that. First appearances, this place definitely has its drawbacks. But if you give it a little bit of time, you go around here and you find a nice spot, you can really have a good time here. And it's all about what you're looking for. Now you guys know that I prefer to camp away from everybody.
I don't like to be on top of everybody. And that wasn't easy to find here. The problem is, I didn't really know what to expect. I know what I wanted, but I didn't know what to expect. I followed all kind of YouTube videos trying to see a good idea of what it was like to camp here. And all I saw was a bunch of drone footage up and down the beach and things like that. And some fishing and stuff around here, which is awesome. Those videos are cool. But I really didn't find a good video on what it was like to camp here. And so when I got here, you know, you kind of see the campground set up here, and it just wasn't what I was wanting. So I was a little bit disappointed in the beginning, honestly. But after spending some time here, getting set up, I was pretty well left alone over there. Nobody bothered me. Everybody got quiet about 10:30 or so last night, and I was able to get a good night's sleep. There's plenty, if you enjoy walking up and down the beach and finding shells and things like that, there's plenty of stuff for you to do. Plenty of stuff for kids to do here, running up and down the beach, playing in the water. It's fairly shallow for a long way out here. And that, you know, that's pretty nice. The only thing is the oyster shells are pretty bad around here, so kids, you know, need to be wearing like some beach shoes or water shoes or something like that. But all in all, it was really a good time. And I judged the book by its cover when I first got here, and I was wrong. So listen guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it that big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Go follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. And I appreciate you guys watching this video. I'll see you next time.